Hi, my name is Susannah Howe. I am a professor in the engineering program at Smith College. I started working there in 2003, and my primary role at Smith in terms of teaching is to run the senior capstone design course. So this is a project, a course that seniors take in engineering, and they work in teams on projects that are sponsored by industry and government. And it's called capstone design, and it gives them an experience to help them practice being engineers before they graduate from Smith and go out and become engineers. So that's been my primary academic role. I have an undergraduate degree in civil engineering with a focus on structural materials, and I have a graduate degree in the same, and did a lot of experimental work. I worked with concrete and concrete materials, did a lot of hands-on laboratory work for my PhD, and realized that I liked that, but I also really enjoyed teaching, and I liked working with students and working in an academic environment, and found my way to this position at Smith where I have teaching responsibilities. I get to coach these student teams working on applied design projects. I have connections with engineering industry because the students are all working on these applied design projects. I have some administrative role, I have service role, and I do some research on how to teach these kinds of courses and what kinds of experiences educationally help prepare students as they go off into the world.
Great. So,
and I should probably note also, Quinn, that I was on sabbatical this past year, which is something that academics and professors can do from time to time. And I spent the year largely with an industry focus. I spent the first half of my sabbatical traveling around the country to about 25 different engineering companies to get a handle on what's happening in engineering workplaces right now, trying to get a sense of different processes that people use, different tools, what kinds of skills they're expecting from incoming employees, and using all that information to bring back to my class to make my class a better experience for students. And then I spent about 5 months working locally at an engineering design firm in Holyoke that's a small design consultancy, and they work for a number of bigger clients doing engineering design and research and development projects, and helping bigger clients move products from development into manufacturing. And so I worked with them, worked with a client in Chicopee. We also worked with a client out in the West Coast, and it was a really interesting, another client up in Greenfield. So it was a really interesting experience getting a chance to work as an engineer and engineering consultant, and think about research and development of mostly product design. I also got my professional engineering license this past year, so I am sort of official there, which is nice. I feel it's important to represent my connections with industry and my sort of value of professional training and practice for engineers. And then as a sort of fourth chapter of my sabbatical, I had the opportunity to be part of Smith Vent. And it was not an experience that I expected to do during the sabbatical. The three other pieces were plenty, but then this opportunity just fell in my lap, and it was too good to pass up. And I thought, let's give it a try. And it turned into this amazing experience.